Hi, folks. A little tea tasting today. This one right here is Jasmine Oolong tea by the Suntory Company. And as you can see on one side of the package, it says Jasmine. Then you turn it around to the other side, and it says Oolong. So these could be put next to each other on a store shelf, where if someone was wanting a jasmine tea, they would see jasmine, and if someone was wanting an oolong tea, they would see oolong. I think that may be a little confusing because imagine your surprise when you buy an oolong tea and then suddenly realize that it says jasmine on the other side. So I think that's a little bit funny. Now, this one here I have tried before, but the one that I have tried was made in Japan. Now, the Suntory Company actually started in Osaka, Japan back in 1899. Taking a look at their official website here, suntory.com. Uh, the founder, Shinjiro Tori, with his pioneering spirit, set out to create Western style liquors that would suit Japanese palates. The ambition defined the company for years to come. And in 1907, he launched Akadama port wine. And then into the 20s, they got into whiskey. And then in 1923, they started the Yamazaki Distillery, Japan's first malt whiskey distillery, and they began creating authentic whiskey born in the Japanese climate, suited to Japanese palates, and so on. It's a long, interesting, storied history of Suntory, and this is a brand that you will see all over Japan. Beer as well. That was launched in 1963. So, if you're interested in the history of the Suntory Company, they have an excellent descriptive website at suntory.com. Now, the difference with what I'm about to be trying here is that this one is actually made and bottled in China. Now, when you purchase this in Japan, where it says made in Japan on the back, you can see here this one says that it is a product of China. Uh, the ones in Japan are made in Japan, yes, but the water, the main ingredient of the tea, is using Chinese tea leaves in some occasions. So I thought it would be interesting to try this one here, which is made and bottled in Japan and then exported to California to see if I can tell much of a difference. Um, there is another brand of tea called Ito In, which suddenly turned into something less than ideal, and that is surprising. If you purchase Ito In tea on Amazon and it's made in Thailand, a lot of people are complaining that it's not very good. So it surprises me that Ito In didn't protect their brand a little bit better than that. But let's see how it goes for Suntory in China. Now, the ingredients of this are water, of course, and then, of course, jasmine oolong tea, which is actually golden osmanthus oolong tea and jasmine. Then it has vitamin C and sodium bicarbonate. This was imported by CDT Global down in Pomona, California, down by LA. And as stated, it is made in Japan, or it's made in China. So let's see what this tastes like. Got a little bit of hiss when opening it. This light right here has been refrigerated down to approximately 34 degrees. I'm getting absolutely nothing on the nose, which is quite surprising. Okay, let's see how this tastes. Cheers. Okay, it's been a while since I've tried the ones in Japan. This is pretty much a very standard issue tea. In the United States, you would expect to pay up to $3 or $5 for one of these if it's imported from Japan. This one here I found for much cheaper. This was only $2.50 being made in China and then imported to California. They may get more expensive as they move over in the direction of the east in the United States. So this is the sugarless original. which is my preference. When in Japan, I drink a lot of tea. I drink more tea than I do water. And the reason being is that there's such a wide range of Japan teas in Japan uh, that they're really cheap. I've seen tea bottles of tea at 7-Eleven that are actually cheaper than bottled water. So the jasmine is there, but if my palate is correct, this is not as strong as the Suntory Jasmine Oolong that I have tried in Japan. It does seem to be weaker. So I would have to conclude that yes, there is a difference between the Chinese made Suntory Jasmine Oolong and the Japanese made Suntory Jasmine Oolong. And it could be that the teas made in Japan are selling through quicker and they may be fresher. This has a 1 year shelf life and it was made last December. So it is near its 1 year shelf life. And that could also have weakened the flavor of it a bit. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'm just going to go with a neutral rating of a 5 out of 10. And if I had my choice, if these were on a store shelf and one said made in China, the other one said made in Japan, I would go for the one made in Japan, even if it costs a little bit more, because in my experience with these, the Japanese one was superior. However, that was in Japan. If I were to be tasting this in China, having bought it there in China, as opposed to it being exported to California, it may be on the same level. Who knows? So there's our tea tasting for today. If you like jasmine tea, I would definitely suggest the Suntory brand. They've been around forever and they make every type of beverage you can possibly imagine. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe because I enjoy doing them and there's more to come. Till next time, peace out from San Francisco. Bye.